Okay, so for the makeup, the first thing you're gonna need is Scotch tape, just regular Scotch tape. You're gonna take a piece about an inch or so long, put it on the back of your hand to get the real stickiness off, and then peel it off. And then you're gonna put it on your cheerleader's eyes underneath. You're gonna go up underneath the bottom lashes, right up against the lash line, up to the outer corner of the eyebrow. This is gonna ensure that we have a straight line and that all of our cat eyes are actually going in the right direction. So do it for the other eye. If you have the new makeup this year, the Fancy Face makeup, you're gonna get your palette. The white color is your primer. You're gonna put this on generously. I like to use my finger. You can use a brush if you'd like. You're just gonna pat it on. Once you've patted it on, you're gonna take the gold color in the palette. You can use your finger or a brush. I'm just going to use any brush I have. And I'm going to dip it in my gold, tap it off, and I'm going to do a wash of the gold over the whole eye, from eyelid to brow bone. It's really important that you do the eyes prior to doing the face makeup, blush, or anything else, because this product has a good bit of fallout. So you see we're getting a lot of product underneath her eyes. Once we're done with the eyes, we can go back in and clean that up before moving on to the face. Once you've got the gold on there, you're going to take the silver color in the palette. I like to use my finger again. And you're just going to tap that right to the inner corner of the eye. And just blend it inwards. So what you'll see is you'll have a little bit of silver in the corner and that gold wash, just a gold wash on the outside of the eye. Once the silver and the gold is on, you're going to then take the purple. The best way to apply the purple is with your finger so that you get a really good wash of color. You want to kind of pack it on. So you're going to have a cheerleader close her eyes, and right where you quit that, where you stop the silver, where the silver and gold meet, you're going to start packing this purple color right onto the eyelid. You're going to pack it on to the outside from the crease, where her eye crease is, all the way to the tape. The tape is allowing us, we can go over the tape and it's not going to get on the skin. So it's going to give us that really good straight line. And you just want to keep patting until you get a really pretty bright purpley color. Well, purple color. In the outer corner, when you get to this outer corner where the tape goes, meets the eye, I kind of just flick it up a little bit at the corner so that we kind of get that upturn of the purple. And again, just keep packing it on until you get the vibrancy that we're looking for. Once the purple is on, you're then going to take another brush, whatever brush you have, or you can use the brush in the palette, but you're going to take the black. Be careful with the black. It's very pigmented. It's going to deposit a lot of color. I like to put it on my brush and then tap it on my wrist just to make sure I'm not getting too much color at the very beginning. And you're going to take it right from this outer V. So I'm going to go from the lash line right here on this tape line and come down. And then up in the crease, I'm going to add some more black here and flick it out a little bit where my purple was. And just fill in this outside corner. You don't want to bring this black in the crease any further in than about a third of the way in. We don't want it all the way in. It's going to then close off your cheerleader's eyes, and that's not the look that we want. So I'm going to place my product, and now I'm just going to go back and kind of blend it all out at the top. And again, just follow the line of that tape that we laid down. I feel like the purple has lost a little bit of its vibrancy, so if I feel that way, I'll always go back in with a little bit more purple and tap it in the center with my finger just to get a little bit more of that purple color. Just blend it all together. Once the top of the eye is done, you're going to then remove your tape. And you'll see when you take the tape off that you've gotten a really good line. What you'll also notice is that you have a lot of fallout underneath from all of our products. So we're going to take a makeup remover and clean up all underneath that eye. This will eliminate the chance of us looking like we got punched in the eye and just leave us with pretty eyes. At this point, I would then go and do the face, whatever you need to do for the face. And then you're going to come back. And under the eye, we're going to take a little bit of that purple color that we had earlier. And I'm just going to take it on a brush. And I'm going to run it underneath the bottom lash line right here and meet up to the top. Just to connect it all and soften that line that we put out there. And again, if you don't have brushes, you can use a Q-tip or your fingers. Fingers work well too. Then I'm going to take the black and run a little bit of that black eyeshadow up underneath the eye as well, just to deepen our outside of our eye. Close. If you feel like you need to go back in and deepen this outside V up as well, you can. Okay. Then you're going to need a black eyeliner. If you don't have one, you can also wet the black eyeshadow in the palette and use that. I'm just going to use a regular felt tip liner. And you're just going to make tiny little dashes from the inner corner to the outside corner of the eye. If you're comfortable with doing a wing, you can do a wing by just following the line that we already created with our tape right here and connecting them. I'm just going to keep it straight, keep it simple. Open your eye. If your cheerleader will allow it, you can add a little bit of liner underneath. Depending on your child's eye shape, you know how far in you can go. We don't want to close the eye off and make it look too small. Some of the younger girls, that can happen too. Once you've put your eyeliner on, you're then going to go in with some mascara. If your cheerleader wants to wear false lashes, this is where you can go ahead and apply those. Otherwise, I suggest adding an extra coat of mascara and you're done with the eyes. Once you have your face makeup on, then you're going to take your blush out of your palette. This goes a long way. I always just tap it again on my hand to get a lot of the excess off, and then I go in right on the apples of the cheeks and back, right where I would have, above where I would have put bronzer. And again, this is on stage, so it's got to be a little bit more noticeable. So don't be afraid. Blend it with your fingers if you need to, or the brush, however you want to do it. Then you're going to put your lipstick on. You can use a brush or that comes in the palette, or you can use a makeup brush, whatever you have. I believe this stains pretty well, so it should last. But if you have reservations, add some, let it dry, add some more. If you put some powder over it and then reapply, it will last all day. And this candy apple. if your cheerleader gets it out of line, you can take some concealer and go around her lips just to clean up the line if you'd like, either way. And then this is your completed makeup look for ACX. So if you have the old makeup, feel free to use this pinker lipstick if you'd like. It needs to be a deep pink or red. This stays on as well, pretty good. If you have the old makeup and you're using the white, one of the things that you need to ensure you're doing is you're taking a brush, you're dipping the brush in the white where you can see it, but then you're taking it on the back of your hand and you're almost eliminating it so that when it goes on the eye, it's more of a wash of color instead of a great big white line. So you, in order to have this look achieved, you would want to take the white color, make it kind of look a little bit less pigmented and wash it all over the full eye, and then take the purple and I believe you go from the inner corner to the outer corner, and if you want to deepen it up, you can take a darker purple or a black eyeshadow and put it over the purple of the old makeup if you'd like.